Hello, fellow foxy folk. I thought that was nice alliteration. Crafting buddies. Here's Wilma in the Netherlands. And I want to show it's the 18th of December. I want to show you my 16 and 17, and they took me a while because they were rather labor intensive, but I had a lot of fun. I want to mention a few things. Of course, this is all based on traciefoxcreative.co.uk, Love Junk Journals on Etsy, where you can buy her kit for the December daily. This is the hashtag. Yes. And I want to say a special thank you to Rachel Dixon. She's one of the members in our Facebook group, and Eileen, who followed up her example, her day 10 example, which I've used. And you see, we cross-contaminate each other because some of your ideas just end up with me, my ideas end up with you, or partly, and it's all good. It's all great. I'm enjoying this. My next door neighbor she works in a second-hand shop here in the Netherlands. She brought me this. And I thought, oh, that's nice. Thank you very much. And I'm going to use that. Nice snowflakes. So, right, this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to put that one away till later. Now, this is my number 16, as you can see. And some people ask me how I do things. The skeleton of this tag, or, well, whatever it is, can be found in Rachel Dixon's post on Facebook in the Foxy Crafters. And you'll find it. She shows you the skeleton. I'm using this kind of paper, just any paper. This was in one of my blocks, one of my paper pads, and I thought that would make a good background, so I use that as a background. I put packaging in between to make it sturdy, and then I use Tracie Fox's, now you can see it here, the teal style background paper as a base. Yep. As a base. Now, it doesn't matter what size you make this. I made it, I think it's about 16 by 10 centimeters or 10 and a half, I'm not sure. But that is the size, and this one is 5 centimeters and the same width, 10 or 10 and a half. Whatever suits you with the paper you have. I even sewed the lower part. I used baker's twine. I made holes in, and that's a bit of a fiddle to put this through. But the twine, or whatever you use, the thread, will make sure that it doesn't sort of fall and it stays standing. Now, what did I do? I wanted the blue, the teal, so that was and because I like the 6 is a bit greenish teal color, the 16, this one. Obviously, I needed red because I found a lot of pictures containing red. I'm very much in love with the birds, of course, partly because of the song. So in this case, the 2 turtle doves and a partridge, or whatever this is, probably not a partridge, but something looks like it. And when it stands like that, you see the bird, and there's a bird behind it, which actually the same bird, but printed in a smaller size. So you see the bird, and you see the boy, and there you see another bird and 2 turtle doves with some silver glitter pen around it. That again is Signo Uniball, in this case the silver variant, and that's the number 10. I like things sticking out, giving it more dimension. There's something stuck out and I painted it red, but there was some glue on there, so it didn't take all the red, also with a little bit of a glittery shimmer in it. And when you turn it over, there's another boy of the same series on the same page. And I this comes back in some of my makes. I put the hearts, in this case with the teal, some gold and red, and there the turtle doves and one of the stars. And here I use the stars also using the uni ball around the rim. This case I put some corrugated cardboard in between, so it's layered up, a bit dimensional. The whole thing is a bit dimensional. And there's a bird again with the boy. So the boy is walking in the woods, but I added some wildlife, so to speak. So this is my number. How I put these together with some tape, which is, the tape is the same tape that Rachel used. I had it in my stash. I used it looks like craft paper, but it's tape for cardboards, and it's paper tape. So that's my number 16. Now on to my 17. Now somebody gave me, you won't believe this, hundreds, or well, scores of these envelopes. They're cream envelopes. They're all the same size. I think it's C6 or something. And what I did, because I saw many people do that, also Angela Kerr, and I saw Tracie do this, and I saw Wendy's Junk Journal Adventure do this. I put one flap into the other envelope like this. Now why doesn't that? There it is. There it goes. I glued it together, but in such a way that I could still take off part of this side, so I had a pocket. And here I put extra pockets on. I'll show you in a minute. And I turned this back on itself, and I use this as a tuck spot as well, covering everything. So I mean, you don't recognize the two envelopes, but I'll show you how it works. So this is the basis, and I can't give you a video because I don't do process videos yet. Then I was with a friend this weekend, and she had these lovely cakes for her birthday, and I took the middle part out, but they were in these trays made of gold paper, and I thought they were so lovely. I thought I love reusing things like that. So she cleaned two of them up, which we had, and then I got it to take home with me. And here are two turtle doves again. Now you see how this is a tuck spot for this tag. You see the paper again that I used, and I put some packaging green paper at the back because I thought that was Christmassy too. And I cut out some of my snowflakes and used them on there. They're glittery snowflakes. So I used black and red in this make, and some green, and the number 17, as you see, is greenish, sort of pale green. That's why I use this color. There, and here is the partridge from the pear tree. And can you see that I again used my gold glitter pen and an orange one for the eye, so that comes sort of, and I stitched around it. And so behind this one is another pocket which I gave a divot made of music paper, because music is a theme in my case as well. So there's one, here's one, and that's the front. Then you open her up, and then you can see that this is one envelope, but I made sure I could put two things in, and this is, now it's going to find, I'll have to find out what to do about that, because that's in a bit of a hassle. So this is something you can write on. It's got a bulb pen and a snowflake which got stuck in my let's use some force. There is. So that's something you can write on, and it's a card, and it's in here, and it's got this dangle, as you saw, And there's another one on the other side, which is the other side of this little booklet that Tracie made. It's got a little boot or sock. No, it's a sock. And also a dangle in that whale tail tab. Okay, let's put that back in. Here are the really fab chickens. 3 French hens. It's too early to sing. And then here is the other envelope. You can still see that it's an envelope. Now, in my previous project, I told you I had messed up this this tag with the big poinsettias. So what I did was I cut out what was on it, and so I could still use that. And I used my gold pen around it again. I put that on, and here is another card with 3 hens. I love the hens, and music paper behind it to give it something. And then you turn it over, and there's the ribbon I got yesterday. I only got it yesterday, with 2 peace doves or turtle doves, some tartan, which I still had in my stash, some music paper, and that in between. So this has become a bit of a little folio. I try to get that back in. Yes, it works. So that was my day 17. How are you getting on? I think we're doing so well, aren't we? Having fun. It's really, I hope everybody's okay. And there's always something going on in a negative way somewhere in the world. So at the moment I hear there's floodings in Queensland in Australia. So if that's near you, I'm thinking of you, and I hope you're okay, because it's a nasty thing, all the floods and fires and things. But for now, I'm going to do my volunteer work this afternoon. Did I tell you? I do volunteer work for a library for the blind we have here in Ermelo, where I live. We are this country's biggest provider of audiobooks for the blind, and volunteers are readers. They are the voice actors, we call them. So I've read quite a few books aloud as an audiobook reader. I'm in the middle of a nice thriller. I forgot the title now, but it's really good. It's somebody's first. I think his name is Stig Adler or Alder. Adler, I think. Stig, S-T-I-G. He's British. And it is really good thriller. I forgot the name. But if you want to know, I'll tell you next time. So I'm getting nearer to the end of the book, so I want to know what's happening. So that's why I do an extra reading afternoon. And so I get quite a lot of pages done. And I can publish it maybe before Christmas, because people are really waiting for these audiobooks. These are not commercial, but this is on idealistic basis. Folks, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.